Hey guys, this is Susan again, and I'm a little down. Actually, it's good. I had a really great conversation with a really dear friend of mine, and I really wanted to share this because it seems to be the theme lately with a few of my friends, and it's about relationships. And I have to speak on this because I have authority totally on this. I've been married myself for almost 16 years, and it's been 22 years we've been together, and I'm okay with sharing with you guys that it wasn't easy for us. We've had our ups and downs, and there was times when we thought we're gonna put in the quits, and no matter what's coming at you, it's pretty crazy. So I have full authority on this, and I can speak on it. And the reason I want to share is we're just having a conversation with a friend, and they were talking about their spouse, and basically they were really focused on what they didn't like about their spouse. And I listened, and I really listened to them, and it was all about, well, they're not doing this, and they're not doing this, and they're like this, and so on and so on and so on, and it went on. And after a while I had to just, I said, you know what, I need you to stop right now, and I'm going to tell you, if you want this marriage to work, you need to stop talking about what you're talking about right now. And it's something that we need to be responsible for. We're not perfect, everyone's not perfect, but everybody I know wants to be loved. They do. They just want to be loved, and when they're not getting it, you tend to pick what's not working. And it's an endless cycle that continues, and no matter what, nothing's going to change, because you can't change people. You can't. And one of the things I want to share is I've come from a place where you think there's no more hope, you think there's no more love, you don't know if you can even get through it, whatever the situation is. I don't want to go too specific, but I can tell you this, that everything can change in an instant when you decide in that very moment to take responsibility for whatever results you're having. So one of the biggest things is, what did you do to cause that person to react the way that they're reacting, or to treat you in the way that they're treating you, or however the situation, whether it's financial, whether they're having an affair, whether they're just not treating you right, I don't know, whatever that is. But you need to take responsibility for that relationship. 100%. It's not zero, it's not 50-50, 75-25. It's you, 100%. And I really want to speak from my belly here, because I know for a fact that when you take 100% responsibility, everything can change in a moment. And what does that mean? That means wooing your partner. That means finding what you're thankful for. What do you love about that person? And really focus on what made you attracted that person in the first place. Because it is in that moment, in that very moment, when anything can change. And I know so. If you're willing to fight 100% for your spouse, if you're willing to do everything that is possible, I recommend highly, highly, highly taking responsibility first, acknowledging the fact of how that person feels. And I'm going to tell you a life story. I mentioned this in a few blogs back, but I'm going to tell it again in this video, is that you need to date your spouse. I know for us, we didn't date for years, really, because children, work, you're tired, you just don't feel like it, I don't know, whatever reason. But I have to say that if you just trust, and if you follow the recipe that someone told me, actually Tammy Johnson, she's a phenomenal leader, probably, phenomenal. If you just follow that path and you date your spouse once a week, trust me. And by the way, don't talk about children and business. Just focus on each other. If you just follow that recipe just once a week, you'll see results. First time that we started dating, we had nothing to talk about. Yeah, it was really uncomfortable. And it's gonna be like that. It was like that for second week. The third week got better. By the fourth week, it feels like you're falling in love again. Trust me. Trust me. And we still have to date. And if you don't date, you don't have each other, things get wonky. Not wonky, you can be like, ugh. So that's my piece of advice for you today. And for all you who have a spouse and you just think that there's no way, anything can happen, anything is possible, trust me on this. I have full authority. Just do it. Just date once a week. Think about what you're grateful about that spouse and work on that and focus on that. And I wish you all the luck. Okay, talk to you soon. See you next time.